What are you seeing right now?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry for the delay, but I enjoyed your conversation on India versus China. Now, the store behind me marks the first Apple store in India. It's in the Bandra Kurla complex, central business district of Mumbai city. So just down the road, you have the headquarters of some of India's top banks, the leading stock exchange, the National Stock Exchange, and the market regulator SEBI. It's a great location, but you can't see the store from the main thoroughfare or the main road. The store is inside the Jio Mall. Jio is incidentally a brand and a retail chain owned by Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and Reliance Industries. Now, this store has about 100 staff, fully solar powered, as most Apple stores are now, zero carbon footprint, and you'll find all the features that you find in Apple stores worldwide. So you've got, Today at Apple, Apple Trade-In, all of that going on inside this store, which, by the way, is preparing to open its doors in a couple of hours from now. And we hear that Tim Cook will be here, as is customary, interacting with employees on the first day of the store, and also possibly standing at the front door you see behind me, welcoming early guests. There are about 20 to 40 people in line. It isn't very crowded as yet this morning, but let's remember it's still only 8:30 a.m. in India, and we're not very early risers. This is the first of two stores. The second store comes up in Delhi in a couple of days from now. But as you've been, discussing, this isn't really about stores, when it comes to Apple in India, right? This is more than just stores. This is a much bigger retail relationship with India, of course, but more importantly, a manufacturing relationship with India.
Menaka, okay, you just alluded to this, but the answer is it goes well beyond sales for Apple, doesn't it? I mean, it's also about a showcase and perhaps a message to the country as well.
Yes, to all of that, Rish. I mean, Apple is so tiny in India, right? 4% of India's over 700 million smartphone users use Apple. And I know we scooped the revenue number, $6 billion in the last fiscal, which is less than a tenth of what it does in China, even though it's twice as much as Apple did in India the year before. So India's really tiny. Now, it can expand that market if it's able to manufacture here in India and avoid some of the very heavy import taxes that it pays for assembly, and that might help make its products a little bit more affordable for most Indians. But I think more importantly, this is about a longer-term manufacturing relationship as Apple seeks to diversify its supply chain away from the China dominance into countries like India, and that fits beautifully into India and Prime Minister Modi's manufacturing agenda.
And is that what's in it for India, really being able to provide that off-ramp for Apple as a manufacturing hub?
Yes, absolutely. I think everything you read about what Apple was able to do with China, in China, right? Transform the high-end manufacturing system, create a manufacturing ecosystem, train millions and millions of employees, and build incredible supply chain efficiencies. India is hoping Apple will be able to duplicate, if not all of that, to some extent, some of that here in India. And that fits in with Prime Minister Modi's rather ambitious Make in India program. 3 of Apple's contract manufacturers in India, 2 of them are participating in a production-linked incentive program, and they are far ahead in being able to win incentives under that program. It's an ambitious program launched by Prime Minister Modi. So yes, it does fit into the broader India agenda.